Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about Akash Singh. If you're not familiar with who he is, he's on the Flagrant podcast. He's the one that's always playing grab ass with Andrew Schultz. And I'll give him credit, he's taken the role as a giggler to a whole nother level. But I think it's because Andrew's sitting right next to him, and then these two start competing to see who could have the most over-the-top laugh.
And I know exactly what he's talking about. The heavies.
The soup heavies, bro. Not
It's happened. It's happened.
Oh,
It's happened.
dude. No.
Yeah, you know it doesn't.
You got up like a transformer, dude. That was
Bro.
Transformer. More than me. More than a meter. Looking around. Where is he looking?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
His back is to the camera.
Oh my god!
So proof is in the pudding that I did the right thing.
Dead on. Dead on. Dead.
No, you lit it up when the sound got you.
Oh my god!
You are.
I also feel like these two are using their outrageous laughs as an excuse to start touching each other, which is fine. I have no problem with that. If that's what they're into, I'm glad they're going for it. But I feel like there's a time and place for this kind of stuff, which is on Tim Dillon's podcast. I mean, if you're going to be doing this, you gotta at least let that poor guy watch. And he needs a new giggler too. So this is a match made in heaven right here. No, but in all seriousness, the reason I'm talking about Akash in this video is because one of his clips went viral recently. Not really for the best reasons, but it has led to a good discussion about stand-up etiquette, I guess, and there were people defending him in the comments, but the majority of people found this really cringy, and they thought he lost his cool and he just took things way too far. So Akash uploaded this video of him doing stand-up, and there are two comedians that went on before him. So before he went on, everyone noticed this one guy in the first row who was not laughing at all, and you could tell he just did not want to be there. And it really got to Akash, and by the end, he was just losing it on the guy.
Did that guy suck for all of you? You're first, you're second. Did he suck for you?
I like how they're talking about the guy like he was performing for them. Like, did that guy do a bad job? Well, he's just in the audience sitting there. And the guy, he does seem like a dick, I'll be honest. If you're going to a stand-up show and you sit in the first row, I feel like you should at least kind of seem like you're interested, at least try. This guy looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. And I think it's because he was on a date, and it sounds like his boyfriend might have talked him into going there, and he just knew he wasn't going to be into it. So right from the jump, he's just like, all right, I'll just put up with this. I'll just sit here and just mind my own business.
Yeah, he didn't even look at me. Yeah, that's true. I came here when I was 10, but I've been meeting all kinds of people in America, right?
He sucked for you because you said something.
I
and
said.
then...
You look like you read a lot of books.
Yeah, I wish I was reading one by now.
I don't know what I did to deserve this hostility, but just trying to have a good time here. Just a comedy show, you know what I mean?
Dude, I asked him a question and he rolled his eyes. I was like, what do you fuck, my wife? Fuck you, dude. I don't have to put up with this from you, you fuck. How do you guys know each other? Can I ask? Are you comfortable talking about it? If not, it's all good. We can move on.
We met on Hinge.
You met on Hinge. Yeah, dude, the South is more open-minded than you think. Don't be so nervous, you know what I mean? There's some fucking... You're not nervous? What are you? Tell me what emotion you're feeling.
He's British, he's really confused.
And I think the real problem here is him being in the first row. Like, if he was a couple rows back and the comedians started going after him for not laughing, I would not be defending that at all. And even right now, I think Akash completely embarrassed himself. He got so triggered just because this guy wasn't laughing at his jokes. And you could tell how worked up he is about it. It really got to him.
Clearly want to go home. I don't know why the fuck he didn't leave already. This guy's sitting here picking his fucking calluses on his hand for 10 minutes. Just go. Who gives a fuck? And then I just fucking lost it. I was like, with all my jokes,
smart.
fuck this guy. He deserved it. I don't know if we put this out because it's so mean, but he fucking deserved it. It was fun, to be honest with you. I had a good time. How is this more polite than just getting up and walking out? The guy thinks he's funnier than me. Fucking Brits, dude. I'm so glad that bitch died. So glad that bitch died. Never been more glad a bitch died in my life. This whole time I didn't care. I was like, whatever, 92-year-old bitch died. Who cares what she did to India? I'm over it. I'm not over it anymore. Fuck that bitch. Ha! You get those jokes, don't you? You don't have a hard time understanding that? Fucking stupid inbred bitch, fuck you. I hate this bitch now, and it's your fault.
So I obviously don't feel bad at all for this guy in the first row, and I don't think he even cares about these jokes. I don't think these are offending him. I think Akash is the only one offended here, and I think that's where he screwed up. You know, if he just kept his cool and was going after the guy, most people would be making fun of the audience member, because I do think this is kind of rude. He's almost making it a point that he did not enjoy their comedy. You know, I don't expect him to do the fake Joe Rogan laugh or anything like that. But I feel like if you're going to be in the front row, you should at least try to pay attention to the show, or just like move to the back or leave, because he looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. So it probably would have just been better if he left. But still, you know, he paid to be there, and that's what he wanted to do. And if Akash didn't get so worked up, the guy in the audience would have looked like the idiot, because he's the only one there that's not having a good time. Everyone else was laughing and having fun, and he's sitting there all miserable and depressed. So he's the loser here. Just let him sit there and suffer. And it's not like he heckled you or anything. And getting this worked up about it makes it look like he got to you, and now you're trying to get to him, and you're just making Queen of England jokes that I doubt he gives a shit about.
I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I blacked out for a second, to be honest with you. I feel so good, though. I feel so much better about everything. Fuck the Queen. You goofy, inbred bitch that killed Diana. Fuck you. Oh, do you feel bad for this Diana killing ass bitch, really?
I mean, if you go to a comedy show and you sit in the first row, you're probably going to get made fun of. And then if you sit in the first row and you act really rude and like you don't want to be there and you're not even like paying attention to the show, of course people are going to take some shots at you. But getting this worked up about it and giving him this much attention, this guy probably went home and was like, what the hell just happened? That comedian lost his goddamn mind because I wasn't laughing at him. Like, does he think everyone has to laugh at his jokes? And I guess at least Akash did make the show entertaining for him. I'll give him that. But the guy in the audience is probably just laughing about how upset Akash got. And it just shows how sensitive some comedians are. Like, they talk all day about how people are getting too sensitive and they get triggered too easily. And then some guy sits in the first row of their comedy show and doesn't laugh, and they just lose it on him. So I don't know. I just feel like Akash could have handled it a lot better. And obviously the guy in the crowd was a dick too. So I could see both sides. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments, and then hit the like button, then hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you at the next video.